Welcome in, guys, and I am back to recap the Bengals, the Lions versus the Packers game last night on Thursday Night Football. It was an NFC North Division game, 34-20 to the Lions. We're now 3-1 now. Yeah, 3-1. We are 3-1 starting regular season. Bit of a start going into this game, which again, Dan Campbell was the first head coach in over 4 decades to get 4 consecutive wins over the Packers. Again, just how he's rolling back the years, Dan Campbell. But he's the first head coach in 4 decades to get 4 consecutive wins over the Packers. Just great things that he's doing. I look at this game and we were slow getting out of the gates, especially in the first couple of minutes. I think in the first quarter, like you could see, we wasn't really, the rhythm wasn't really there. I feel it wasn't really there, the rhythm, but we got our shit together. Especially when we go to 7-3. St. Brown, Jared Goff connects St. Brown with first and 10, and then we go to 7-3. David Montgomery had a really good game. He had 3 touchdowns in the game. He had 3 touchdowns in the game. He had over 20 carries in the game. He had a really good game. He's been really good in this offense the last couple of weeks. Jahmyr Gibbs, he had a good game. I don't think he had a good game, but again, Dave Montgomery had a really good game. So like I said, 3 touchdowns, 20 reps, 20 carries. He had a good 121 yards. But I want to say the guy that really orchestrated all of this, Ben Johnson, our offensive coordinator. He's been there a year. I know last year he was trying to find his way around how to work, his first offensive head coaching job, his first coaching job as a offensive coordinator. But this year, he's cooking. Ben Johnson is cooking, and I look at him, especially he is cooking some great things up, and I think in 2024 he's going to go to somewhere. He's going to go to maybe a Jets or maybe not the Jets or the Commanders or the Bears or whoever. If I'm the Bears, Jets, Cardinals, whoever, Vikings, Chargers, whoever needs a head coach, I would go for Ben Johnson, because he's a guy that he's the next guy that could take a couple of teams away. He could be a surprise a couple of teams in 2024. He's ready to make that next step for an NFL head coach. The way he game managed this game was just great. You could see, when Brian Branch got injured, he picked up an injury. His right ankle was injured. So again, you could really see after he got injured, Brian Branch got injured, a lot of the Packers, they was targeting that. You could really see our defensive shape wasn't the best because Brian Branch has been our best defensive player. I know that we have Aiden Hutchinson and stuff like that, but he's been our best defensive player so far, and I'm really liking that. Him and Aiden Hutchinson, I'm loving the combination. Once Brian Branch got the field, you could really see that there was the defense wasn't so much, like you could see some sloppiness going on, some kind of mistakes going on, but we got the job done. 34-20. Jordan Love got himself his touchdown. He got sacked multiple times in the game. Again, you look at Jordan Love's pocket awareness in this game. It wasn't the best. He's trying to find people. He's getting sacked. He's in the pocket. Again, if people are around you, throw it out. I know that Musgrave got injured as well. I don't want injury. He got a concussion in the game, but overall, Jared Goff threw for 18 out of 27 yards, 205. 18 out of 27 throws, 205 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Jordan Love got himself his first touchdown on prime time. 23 throws, 36 out of 23 or 36 throws, 246 yards, a touchdown and an interception. But I look at the Lions. We're cooking with the offense with Ben Johnson. We got ourselves a good kind of young core here. You gotta think you're still a young team here. We've got Sam Laporta. You've got Jahmyr Gibbs, who again wasn't like a breakout game last night, but he had a good game. He had a decent game. last night. Jack Campbell, even though I'm not a big fan of him, I wasn't a big fan of him getting drafted. I wanted Trenton Simpson really at linebacker position, but he's done a good job getting that secondary. And one thing that we did good in this draft, I said it last time, we addressed the secondary. Like we have Kirby Joseph, we have Aiden Hutchinson, we have Brian Brett, who was a fucking steal. Malcolm Rodriguez. And then we look at like David Montgomery. I know that he was with Bears. He was with the Bears for years, and he was kind of a meme. But he's come over to the Lions, and he's kind of been reinvented. Like shit, a new lease of life for this guy. I know he's not going to be the running back all the time, but again, he's a good option to have. He had a good game last night, and I'm just excited to see what happens. We have the Panthers next week. So again, I'm looking at this team, and we can take some teams out. I mean, again, 1-3 going into the season. If you told me beginning of the year that we're going to be 1-3, beat the Chiefs on the opening day, especially when we had the Chiefs on the opening week, and we're on the road to the Chiefs. Okay, and then we beat the Falcons. We lose to the Seattle. Okay, think that happens. In overtime that happens. Whatever. We beat the Packers. Again, I know it's a Packers that is rebuilding after Aaron Rodgers. I understand that, but with 1-3, that's a good start. We have the Panthers next, and you know, this team. You know, look at the lines. This could be again. The aim in the game has to be still the playoffs, and you look at the teams, the people in the division. The Bears are a dumpster fire. The Packers are in transition. The Vikings are kind of in a transition as well. And then there's us, the Lions, who again, we still need a quarterback. We still need to fix the quarterback position, but for right now, we're not that bad. And I think if we get to the playoffs, we need to get to the playoffs, then we can take some of these teams, like we can maybe take some points off people like the Eagles and the Bills and the Bengals. We could have a go at these teams. Because again, we had the head coach, we had the offensive coordinator, and yeah, it's good time. I think it's a good time to be a Lions fan right now.